So what have you been reading lately? There are lots of different reasons for reading. Relaxing with a novel, catching up on the news, or reading for academic purposes. In this video, I'm going to show you another reason for reading and how to do it. Getting the score you need on the IELTS exam. When IELTS candidates share the sections of the IELTS exam that they have concerns about, usually the reading section is the least of their worries. But it's important to be aware of something. What I want you to know from the outset is that this is a different approach to reading. In IELTS, your task is simply this: to correctly answer the questions with information from the passage. There are 3 parts in the IELTS reading section. Each section contains 13 or 14 questions for a total of 40. You have 1 hour to complete the module, so that's about 20 minutes per section. Your goal in this section is not to remember or even understand everything in the passages. It's definitely not relying on any previous knowledge you may have about the subject. The task is simply to find and identify the information from the passage that you need to answer the questions. So let me tell you how this works. There are 2 ways you will move through the passage while looking for the answers to the questions. Skimming and scanning. Your first time through the passage, you will skim. This means reading every word as quickly as you can and marking important information. Remember, you're not reading to remember or understand, but only to mark key information. And the key to identifying information is to find and mark these key words. So let's go through this strategy together. The first is names. Whenever you see the proper name of a person, place, or company, circle it. For example, if you need information about Mr. Smith, you'll look for what is said about him. And then there's dates and times. Put a box around dates and times. If you want to focus on what happened in 1921, you don't want to be distracted about what happened in 1926. And then there's some unique or technical terms. One of your greatest concerns might be that you know nothing about the topic you're facing. This is a fear that could apply for every section of the IELTS exam. Just remember, anywhere in the test and here in the reading section, you don't have to have any previous knowledge about the topic. The strategy is to identify important information. If you see a unique term or a word that you've never seen before, underline it. Most of the time, this unusual word will be exactly the clue you need to answer correctly. Extreme words. Extreme words may be the most important words in helping you identify important information. And what I'm talking about is words like that are crucial because more than any others, they help you narrow down and limit the options and make it easier to identify the correct answer. For example, adverbs like always or never, or adjectives like first or last, large or small, and superlatives and comparisons like good, better, and best. Whenever you see a superlative or comparison, put a double line under it. It could be important. And having a legend like this will make it easy to identify the key information you need to answer the questions. Each type of keyword has a different marking. So this is skimming. Then, once you've done this, each time you go through the passage again, you'll only be scanning for answers. You won't be reading every word again. You'll only be looking at the information that you've already marked as being important for finding the answers to questions. And if you've done a good job of skimming and marking, you'll be able to find the information you need quickly and efficiently. Each time you go through the passage, you'll become more and more familiar with the layout, and you'll actually pick up speed in finding answer as you go through the section. Well, I hope you found these tips helpful, and I wish you all the best on your journey as you prepare for the IELTS exam. If you have any questions or want to contact me, the links to my email and my blog page are all in the comments below. All the best.